GETTYVasily Nebenzya said the UK is afraid of having a discussion over events regarding SkripalRussia, issued a threatening warning today after Prime Minister Theresa May listed the measures taken by the UK following the poisoning of Sergei Skripal and his daughter Yulia. Russia's representative to the UN Vasily Nebenzya told diplomats in New York that Russia has been dragged into the Security Council by the UK, which is afraid of having a discussion on what happened in Salisbury, referring to the formal protest over the use of nerve agent issued by Mrs. May. He said, "The UK is afraid of having a real genuine professional discussion on this topic. The Russian Federation thinks that it is completely unacceptable to launch unjustified accusations as contained in the letter sent by Theresa May dated the 14th of March to the Secretary-General of the UN. He accused London of using propaganda to influence the not well-educated public, while it wants to find the truth last. The UK is afraid of having a real genuine professional discussion on this topic." Russia's representative to the UN Vasily Nebenzya, Mr. Nebenzya, said, "London should work out what is happening on its territory before accusing others. That is what polite people do." He added that the UK has created an historical atmosphere by refusing to give a Novichok sample to Russia, and warned that a cyber war will not remain without reaction from Russia. U.S. Ambassador to the UN Nikki Haley backed the UK, calling the Salisbury incident a defining moment. She said, "The United States believes that Russia is responsible for the attack on 2 people in the United Kingdom using a military-grade nerve agent. Dozens of civilians and first responders were also exposed." GETTY U.S. Ambassador to the UN Nikki Haley said, "The U.S. believes Russia is behind the Salisbury attack." Haley added, speaking about the relationship between the UK and the U.S., "No two nations enjoy a stronger bond than that of the United States and the United Kingdom. Ours is truly a special relationship. When our friends in Great Britain face a challenge, the United States will always be there for them. Always, if we don't take immediate concrete measures to address this. Now, Salisbury will not be the last place we see chemical weapons used. They could be used here in New York, or in cities of any country that sits on this council. This is a defining moment." Britain's Deputy UN Ambassador Jonathan Allen said the British government is asking the International Chemical Weapons Watchdog to independently verify its analysis that a military-grade nerve agent from the former Soviet Union was used to poison Sergei and Yulia Skripal. He said, "We are making every effort to expedite this process." The UN meeting comes hours after Russian ambassador in London Alexander Vladimirovich Yakovenko called the measures announced by Mrs. May today against Moscow absolutely unacceptable, and added that Russia's response will not be long in coming. Mrs. May has ordered 23 Russian diplomats to leave the country within a week, announced the potential freezing of Russian state assets that pose a security threat, and warned the UK will use new laws to counter hostile state activity. She also said that neither members of the royal family or government ministers will attend the 2018 World Cup taking place in Russia this summer.